Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Episode 18. I mean, it's just been absolute madness, one after another after another. If this is your first time watching the channel, my name is John, and I'm discovering the world of anime with you as my guide. If that sounds interesting to you, we'd love it if you subscribed. We are ahead on Patreon, so early access and uncut versions is a link down in the description to that. But let's do this. Episode 18. I don't know what to expect, apart from violence. So these are the old conversations with his granddad, right? Plus some other stuff from the past. So has he gone back to being Yuji? There's that kind of feedback sounds coming through now. Is it striking blue? Or is it just my screen's fucked it? Nope. I fucking hate that guy. It's half burnt like Harvey Dent. Listen, I'm not Nostradamus, but they do call me the prophet because I do tend to predict these things. And everything that I know about the way film tends to be tonally constructed, things are not looking good for Nanami. It's a good question. So much has happened, it's been hard to keep up with anything, to be honest. That doesn't surprise me either. I mean, you should be tired. It sucks because these are just people, man. You know they need to be chopped up. So he's there but not there? You piece of shit. I don't think he's getting back up from that one. Yeah, I feel the same, bro. You fucking done it. Well, couldn't have said it better. Listen, first of all, you always assume somehow powerful characters are going to come back to life in these things, but it didn't look good in the way it was being set up from the first frames. I called it, right? But, you know, it was fairly obvious if you've watched any films. How is this the same show that was just the silly little let's go shopping in Tokyo at the beginning and funny little animations and, oh, the other school's coming, oh no. I mean, I get that a lot of you, actually, I was going to say, I get that a lot of you was seeing it through eyes that had seen more, without trying to sound like Gojo. When I was reacting in certain ways to those elements of the show, you know, the silly elements of tonal shifts, because you knew where it was going. And I think when I started recording, we hadn't got to this point yet, I'm pretty sure, but still. Makito isn't even the main bad guy, or maybe he is, but maybe he is. But regardless, he's been a pretty consistent one throughout both seasons. And he is just about as dastardly and unpleasant a piece of shit as that you could ever come across. I hate him. I truly hate him. An incredible bad guy because, like I said I think in a previous episode, there's bad guys that you don't root for, but you like them. Like, you're like Thanos. You know, I like Ghetto to a point. But this fucker? Man. He's got X-Pac heat. Now, it's a very specific 20-year-old plus WWE reference. But if you know, you know. Rest in peace to Namin. He's my boy as well. He's my favourite character, basically. I'm always going to relate to the older guys, but not the super old guys. The middle-aged. Yeah, imagine watching it dubbed. You'd lose that. Man, he's trampling through the blood in his sneakers. But he ain't what he was in the last episode. I don't think Matey's coming out. Oh man, the terrifying peanut. Yuji's still set his wings. Oh mate, just the most horrible kind.
もっと踏ん張りが効けば顔面を貫けたかな。
Oh, ow.
どうしてお前を何度も何人も人の命をもてあそぶことがで
Because
き
he's
るん
the
だ。
fucking worst. He is pure
指折
evil.
り数えて困り顔で殺せば満足か？
He's pure evil because at least Ghetto, at least he has a reason. This guy just revels in utter horror. And that's about it.
怒りで我を忘れるなんてヘマはしなかった。証明しろ。俺は呪術師だ。
There's one thing about Yuji, he's not going to give up. Only seen a little bit of some of these things that I'm going to talk about, but, you know, Yuji reminds me of your Goku, reminds me of your man from... It was called Victoria's Boxers on the PS2. I think it's called Hajime no Ippo or something like that. The boxing one. Where he gets beaten up. He's basically like fucking Rocky, but like or Little Mac from Punch-Out. But there was a cool couple of PS2 games. I played those. And there's a bunch of them, right? It's a classic trope. You know, the beaten down, cannot be defeated, never give up, John Cena style. Yuji is that. But what makes it interesting is the Sukuna element. Look at him. Sadistic fuck. Oh, it's like when your game's loading on PS4 and you've got to sneak through the gap in the rocks. Love this track. How did they fucking think of this shit? Honestly. Ooh, he's on it. He's on it. I mean, Gojo's still in a box, by the way. Don't think I've forgotten that. I'd want a plush of one of them. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they're horrendous. Can do giant feet now? Sick. Back at the fucking it. Oh, mate, your time. You delayed. I'm done. I mean, that was the moment where I can't take any more of this episode. He was going to give him a kiss because he's a horrible fucker, and then his lips turned to blades. Look at this fucking guy.
Yappa! リスクの犯しどころを閉じると死ぬな。しばらくは改造人間主体で攻めるか。
Hey, humans, you guys are gonna get turned into fucking bubbles.
あいつは上か。ごめん。今渋谷に安全なところはないからできるだけ離。
Yuji, you're a fucking idiot. He stepped out of his thing like his body was a sack, bro. Oh my god, this fucking TV show, what the fuck? And he grabs this other fucker and then grabs him by the neck, and then his face turns into like a flat plate and a sword comes out of his mouth. He's still alive, by the way. Now it's good. He's just the fucking worst. He split himself in half. What? You taking a piss?
Bye bye.
So there's another one. Of course, oh, that's the end of the episode. Of course he's got some fucking evil dastardly plan.
あいつらが戦ってるのに一人だけ帰るなんて私にはできない。ちょっと釘崎さん
In she goes. So this was just before, or some time before, the end of the last episode. Sheeshed a bunch of humans. Yeah, not really. I got stabbed through my whole body, and now I'm going to turn into a bubble, a disgusting bubble. I mean, I feel like this is time. This is time for Nobara to step up. She's never really had her moment in the sun in this show, like some of the others have. But everybody seems to be allowed their time. Shot. Oh yeah, there's two of them. I forgot. There's two. I was like, what's going on? He's there and he's there. Yeah, he split himself in half.
分かっててもやんなきゃなんねえ時があんだよ。やるよ。
Just what an amazing looking show, really.
何がしたいんだこいつ。
Whoosh, go on.
ずっと考えてたんだ。
It's not often he looks troubled or worried.
術式聞いた時からこれは効くんじゃないかって。ともなれ
All right into the fucking frontal lobe, boy. Meanwhile, oh, it worked on both?
なんつうか磁力の圧も半端だし、さっきもがっつり私に触れりゃいいのによ。お前、分身かなんかで術式使えねえんだ。
You're smart. I mean, she worked it out on her own. I'd forgotten, even though I was told it mere minutes from the previous episode, which, behind the scenes, I only watched yesterday. So I've got a nail in my head, clearly. Look at that, it looks so cool. Damn, are we getting the upper hand? Are we getting the upper hand on this motherfucker? What a strange situation. I want him to die and suffer because he's the worst. But he's so horrible that I kind of don't want the show to exist without him because he's such an amazing bad guy. I hate him so much. Itadori Yuji. Boom. Animations are outstanding.
ありがとう。
Oish.
俺には誰も救えなかった。
Ah, Bailey.
待て！無視して地下5階に向かってもいいけど、こいつを野放しにする方が後々面倒
Yeah,
事が
if you let it run free, it's going to cause all sorts of damage. So you're probably right.
どれか一つには
The fucking little
潰せ
Eggman.
ば致命傷と
What
な
the
る
hell?
魂の部位が含まれているはずだ。
Honestly, it just is. The creativity is just
強くで
unbelievable.
釣られた。
The pace, the episode, this episode and the last episode, the pace, and the previous one, the pace. That's something the show struggled with in the past. He says, pausing it. Pace, amazing battles, amazing animation, stopping every 2 seconds to have a chat. It does bother me. I don't know. I just feel the pace is much better. Hey, maybe it was they wanted to build up to this pace. They couldn't do a whole season of this pace.
一つに戻って修復するつもりか。
Ah, of course. Or maybe not. He's done a switcheroo. Ooh, Itadori Yuji. What? There she is.
虎杖
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, does that mean she's gonna turn into a fucking bubble?
七三術師は一度触れただけでは仕留めきれなかったけど、どうなる？
Oh, we're going back in time. That doesn't bode well. Smash Bros.
甘いよ野原ちゃん。復帰は確実に潰さないと。
I'm concerned that we've gone into backstory for her. She's not really had before, and that might mean she's about to turn into a blood bubble.
両親は田舎の不便を心配していたが、私は友達と離れ離れになるのが嫌だった。
That's so weird. That's the
全校生徒19
exact same sound as my doorbell. I thought my
一クラスじゃ
fucking
ない
food
よ。
would come. Fumi, childhood friend.
その日から野原ちゃんはうちに入り浸ってよくお父さんとゲームをしていた。
滑空上手になったね。
近所のおばあちゃんが赤飯を炊いて持ってきた時、野原ちゃんの言っていたこと、その気色悪さを理解でき
Is
た
that
気
a
がする。
thing in Japan? Or in small villages? Or that's weird.
あれは誰かの受け売りだったんだと思う。例えばお母さんとか。
ここ
野原ちゃんの言う秘密基地は人んちだった。
本当に来てくれた。いらっしゃい。寒かったでしょう。
Well, listen, it's definitely
Kotashi
Kugusaki's moment, right? It's her
野
backstory.
原ちゃんが東京の高校に通う
This
こ
was
とが決まっ
her
た。
moment when she stepped up in the fight, but this could. I mean, surely they're not going to kill her off straight after Nanami in the last episode.
おばあ
But,
ちゃんと揉めて時
I
期が
mean, they
中途
want
半
to
端
play
に
with
な
the
って。
stakes.
沙織ちょっと休んだら。
ダメですよ。校了日今日。っていうか昨日ですよ。
朝までは今日よ。
元気かな野原ちゃん。今どこで何してるんだろう。
Right, are we coming back to life now? I mean,
あの村の連中は全員頭がおかしい。そんなことはない。でもおかしいやつの声は大きくて。ごめんねふみ。約束守れなくて。 虎杖、みんなに伝えて。悪くなかった。
食い先。
Honestly, it can't be 2 episodes in a row. The second it went into backstory, I was like, uh-oh, this isn't looking good. Just as she was having her moment as well. Maybe the writers and writer realised that they hadn't quite given her a moment to shine, and hey, she might not be done, because we didn't see, it's not like Nanami where he literally didn't have a top half anymore. But it certainly was well constructed.
クリーニング済みのシャツを私たちに任せて置いていった伊地知さん。コーヒーをこぼした私。どっちが悪い？
お前。
トントンすんだよ、トントン。切るわよ。税込み？
税抜き。重要かそこ。
仕方ない。私が9万出すわ。2人は8万ずつ。
おっはー、イジチから僕のシャツ預かって。どうしたのめぐみ？別に。
Oh man, I mean, yes, it's not looking good. I don't see how she comes back from this unless there's some sort of Gojo style healing her, but he's in a box and, well, no, she's dead, right? I mean, honestly, this cunt. I mean, he needs to die. Like, properly exterminated. Gone.
助ける！俺たちの本能とお前らの理性が獲得した尊厳！100年後に残るのはどっちかっつうそういう戦い！
Fucking hell, this is a war to determine which of those will be left standing a century from
そん
now.
なことにすら気づけないやつが
シャラソウジの花の色、乗車必須の断りを表す。ただし味方を救い、できうる限り敵戦力を削ぐ戦いへと、今目的が変わったんだ。急ごう。ブラザーなら近くに来ているはずだ。
兄弟おったんや。絶対一人っ子やと思ってたわ。
Oh, he's got a brother, all right.
何が起こった？
起きろブラザー。俺たちの戦いはこれからだ。
縁起悪っ。
釘先だけじゃない。ナビも死んだ。少なくいっぱい殺したんだ。だから俺はもっといっぱい人を助けなきゃって。声が小さくて聞こえねえよ。
Oh, here he is. Come on, son. Come on. Oh, nice.
面白い。
罪と罰の話ではないんだ。呪術師という道を選んだ時点で、俺たちの人生がその因果のうちに収まりきることはない。散りばめられた死に意味や理由を見出すことは、時に死者への冒涜となる。それでもそれが呪術師として生きる者たちへのせめてもの罰だ。
Killer speech. The show getting serious for a minute. It's been pretty serious recently, the last few episodes, and it's a lot of this season, I guess. But Todo, character that was ultimately and previously very silly. Liked him? Very silly. We'll probably go back to being silly at some point, I'm sure. But for right now, what he needs to be, deadly serious. This is what I like.
今まで君が受けた傷はこれ以上悪化しません。 治ってはいませんが、出血も止まり、痛みも和らぐでしょう。
So you're like a
でも
human
今は
band-aid
傷だけです。
and you apply to your current
また
wounds.
攻撃を食らえば助かる可能性はゼロじゃない。
Okay.
俺は
So you're saying
彼女を
there's
連
a
れて離脱します。
chance. Listen, I'm not a hugely cynical person. I like to be relatively positive and optimistic, but I'm also a realist. Given that Nobara, one of the main characters, given that Nobara, only female of the main 3 characters, or the main 4, if you include Gojo, I feel that she may make a return, but we shall see. Nanamido, it's not looking good. He's only got legs. The fuck, he turned himself into a fence.
Do した
必ず当てる。あれをもう一度決めたい。
Beautiful shot. I know there's the 3D, like, over-the-shoulder fighting games for Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know if they're any good or not. I always say all of those games are like sort of 6, 7 out of 10. I actually think they could do a Dragon Ball Z Fighters with the Z style game about this. I was just thinking it there. Like, Todo's fighting like a video game character with the teleports. And Mahito just dropped like a little, I don't even know what you call it in a fighting game. You drop a little thing on the ground, it's like sort of a zoning thing, isn't it? To distract while you do other stuff. Considering how big this anime is, it wouldn't surprise me if somewhere Namco is making one. Yeah! Fuck him up!
俺ナナミンの分までちゃんと苦しむよ。
Here we go, the Brothers of Destruction. Or the Brothers of Salvation.
おかえり。
That's me after the TRT.
もう決着がつく頃
Mekamaru, I forget. There's so many fucking characters, I forget.
でも意味はない。お前だけじゃない。マイ、カモ、西宮、歌姫も31日は京都以南の任務に就くように細工しておいた。
Because he knew all along, because it's his fucking fault. I mean, it's not his fault, but you know, it's kind of his fault. Stop trying to protect your own ass, mate.
私が
I know you got kind of screwed over, but yeah, no. Yeah, you're the one that's weak. Fucking little biscuit looking thing.
やり方を間違えた。その人が守られたいのは俺じゃなかったかもしれないのに。
So you're telling me all of this has happened because Mekamaru's a simp? Honestly.
さよなら。今まで。
さよならなんて言わないで。
ミワ。
メカマル。
ミワ。幸せになってくれ。どんな形であれ、お前が幸せなら、俺の願いは叶ったも同然だ。
Back to the action.
「まずは厄介な一替えから消す」
I just summoned some sort of evil caterpillar train because of course he did, because that's what happens in Jujutsu Kaisen. Come back here.
再びブラザーを一人にする気か、東堂葵。
here with the Black Flash. Let's go. Surely he's not surviving now. But he is a cockroach. He is a fucking cockroach, man. Shit, he's gone locked down. Oh, look at that artwork. On to the next episode. Madness, absolute madness. I mean, that technically was an episode just getting the plot from one place to the next place. You know, reintroducing Todo, tying up a couple of loose ends, and then moving so we can get towards the end of the season. But it did so in such spectacular fashion. Weirdly, probably slightly less spectacular than some of the previous episodes, but that's just because the bar has been set so high in terms of animation and spectacle that it's only a couple of notches below. But like, I like this kind of refresh of Todo as a character. It's still the same guy, but just with the seriousness turned up a few notches, which I appreciate. He's still kind of daft, but yeah, I'm much more connected to this version of Todo. I'm sure we'll go back to the guy that's going off to, I don't really know, the IdolCon. I don't really know what it was. Anyway, great fight. Worst enemy, just scumbag enemy. Scumbag enemy. I guess we'll see where we're at. What, like 3 episodes from being up to date now after this one? I think you guys are on just finished 23. I don't know if there is a 24 or not, but either way, very, very, very close to being up to date, which is exciting. I'll just be there on the next episode with you guys. So I'll see you there, all right? Peace.